Okay, all right, we live. What's your name?
Cindy.
Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What you doing out here? You live out here? I see you got a basket of goods over here. Can I show people that?
Sure.
Let's see what you got. You got a little. You set up shop over here.
I'm just here because I don't have anywhere else to go right now. Because I'm trying to find an apartment with the housing voucher that I have, but I can't find one. It's been over a month, and my ex-boyfriend, who's kind of evil, he kicked me out, just not letting me stay there, even though I don't have a place to go. So he's like forcing me to be homeless, and it's really hard. Actually, I hate it. I'm losing my mind actually, because people are like really disrespectful. It's gonna be negative thing. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
People are really disrespectful to me, like almost every single day. And like,
what kind of way? Just taking your stuff, or just the way
like
talk to you?
Like stealing. Like if I stay at a house where a lot of other people stay, like it's actually, I've realized it's more, because I was trying to not be in the street because I have my cat and I love him with all my heart. And but it kind of was like being outside was safer than these houses where, I don't know, people are just like so f***ed up. Like they steal, like.
Is it just like friends' houses? And
I got 2 phones with service I got in 1 week, and they were stolen by the owner of the house. Actually, the one that isn't supposed to steal, by him. And then my new ID, that is the second time I've tried to get it because I don't have a place to send it to. So like people that they befriend you and act like they are your friend, and they take all this time to do it, knowing they're gonna just steal from you in the end. And I don't do that. I'm not that kind of person, and I never have been able to like set people up and be like fake to them just to, because that's my hustle. Like later on, I'm gonna
hustling. They trying to just make it like the friends, so they know they coming for your shit.
Yeah, it seems like that's what every single person does almost, and they act like it's the normal thing to do. So it's kind of like really like messing up my life a lot, being on the street. Because like I actually had perfect teeth, and 2 days ago my ex-boyfriend like knocked my tooth out.
It's crazy.
So I'm like, that's why I'm covering my mouth, because it looks super ugly. And
were you guys did you do it for no reason? You guys are fighting, or?
He did it because he wanted me to leave after he told me to. He's like a narcissist, and I didn't even know what that was till like 3 months ago. I've known him for 10 years, and I didn't know what it was, and I started watching YouTube about them, and it's like everywhere, like all over YouTube, narcissist stuff.
And it all started to line up, click.
Well, I was just like, oh my God, that's exactly what he does. Every single thing he does to me, and I always wondered why he hated me, or just like treated me like that. Like for example, like I don't even read his text messages anymore because they're so crazy disrespectful. But then if I did read them, then I would have known that it would have said something crazy like earlier. When I go back and I read them, I don't know, I just did that the other day, and I couldn't believe that, because I just act like he didn't, and then when I get there he'll act like he didn't write that. We'll both just act like nothing, but it really said, I asked him if he'd come meet me, and he was like, why the f*** would I do that? Just because but why don't you just go ask your to come with you, walk with you home? But really, I just went to the mall to get something. But when I got there, he didn't act like he wrote anything, and I acted like nothing, so we're just having this relationship when all these text messages he's actually sending to me. It's just...
It's craziness.
Yeah, like, he's like, I thought you liked being talked to like that.
How old are you?
41.
41?
Mm-hmm.
Same age, 42.
Really?
Yeah. You look young for your age. I thought you were in your 30s or something.
Oh, cool. I know that's what everybody says. Yeah. I've never had kids, and I've never been married because, I don't know, I guess I've wasted a bunch of time with this person that I'm talking about right now. But
so you were, where were you born?
Las Cruces.
Yeah? How long have you been here in Albuquerque?
To me, it seems like 2 years, but it's really 4 years. Because when Google Photos like sends me things like, this is your picture 4 years ago, this is you. I couldn't believe it said 4 years, because I keep telling people, oh, 2 years ago.
Time flies.
I think it's a time demon. Like I call it a time demon.
Well, then they always be saying that like time goes by faster as you get older.
Yeah, but for me, it's a little more sinister, I guess, because I do drugs. Like, what
kind of drugs do you do?
I'm super addicted to fentanyl right now, and I've never been addicted to opiates before. I was just addicted to meth. I don't know, I didn't say I was addicted, but it was like I
Going
loved
hard.
it. It was like I've been clean when I've been to prison 3 times. I have 5 felonies in Nevada, and
What kind of charges?
like
Drug related?
yeah, just they're not. I mean, see, like the way I don't think that I was doing anything wrong really. Like when I explained it to people, I really believe in my mind like it was not anything that bad. But I guess it might seem like that different to other people. But it's totally different. It was just possession of drugs because I don't understand why drugs are so illegal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like people just do what they want with
I was
their life.
actually researching it on Google the other day, and I was like, why is meth illegal? And it said, because it's highly addictive, and I'm looking down so much because I'm super self-conscious.
Yeah, you're good. Like you're doing more than what I would. I don't.
Okay.
I avoided most of my school years not taking pictures.
Right now, it has actually like a wad of like some plaster that my friend had from the dentist, and then he had to plaster it on it and just pinch it and then super glue it. So
Oh,
it's
you
like,
got some.
sorry.
So was your tooth all the way out, or you just got it chipped in half or something?
It was like broke. It was a veneer, so it has this little stem in it. So it looks super ugly, like not even like a broken tooth, but like a rotten tooth. It looks like that because it's a little stem underneath. I don't know. I hate it. And he was like, he's just like so evil. He's just like, yeah, now you look like a real hood rat homeless bitch. And
Damn.
I know, like
That's cold. And he did it. That's even worse.
okay, so that happened one day, and then I went it seems like the past 5 days or something in a row, it keeps happening back to back, like nonstop. I don't know what it is that I'm doing, except defending myself is what I feel like I'm doing. But men keep on acting like if they, I don't know, well, they first are, I think they're making me lose my mind kind of because they're really disrespectful. I mean, I don't know. It's really crazy how women are treated on the street. Like,
What's one of the worst
like they
things?
know you need help. Like men know you need help, and you mostly gonna get help from a man, because that's just the way the world is. Like that's why there's tons of strip clubs for men to go watch women. Not like that many, not the same amount for women to go watch men. There's some like Chippendale clubs, but they're just like, you know what I mean, like for not like the way there is many.
Tailored for men.
Yeah, and they just act like if you're walking, and they ask you if you want to ride, they just assume that you are a hooker. So they'll be like, "Yeah, I want to ride, but I'm not a hooker." And they're like, "I know, don't be silly, get in." And then you get in, and they're like, "How much for a blowjob?"
Yeah.
And every single man does that to almost every single girl that's walking in Vegas and Albuquerque. So I know that it's just a thing.
Yeah, no,
Not every single one though. Not everyone. I'm not saying, but
Yeah.
it's.
I noticed a lot of the females.
Unless they're
think
like your homeboy, a homeboy type person, or your friend type person that wants to hang out, then it's different. Then they wouldn't do that really. They'd be like more about, hey, you want to hang out like a friend, like you're in your peer group, social peer group would like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying they do it.
Yeah,
but
that's when you're driving. No, I know sometimes I'm just trying to holler at people that do interviews, and I could tell immediately they're thinking that's what I'm trying to holler for. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to do interviews.
Oh,
so I got a couple, and they're like, oh, okay. Well, you probably even thought that when I pulled up on you, right? You're probably like, what does this dude want?
I thought you were gonna ask me if I needed any help, and I thought when you had the piece of paper that you were gonna give me some money. I did, and I was like, yes.
That's how you came running so fast. You know, it's just a card. My bad.
Because sometimes the guys do that too. They just give me some money because they think that I'm homeless, and
How long have you been out here though? How long you been quote unquote homeless?
I normally don't like. It's not. I'm not used to being outside all night. That's something that's really new to me. Like as in.
Where do you sleep?
Like
where do you sleep? Like do you find a little?
Like okay. Overall I've had to sleep outside like in the past year 7 times or something. Like when they used to be like at a bus stop. The first time it was at a bus stop, and I just stayed awake. I was staying awake all night because I was getting high anyway, sitting on this park bench, and then it was like 10 turned into 11 to 12, and I was still there. So I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna stay here because no one came to pick me up. And I just put my head down, and I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and it was like I was like, whoa, it's not that crazy actually. Like I did it, and then after that. But it was like, I slept outside. It was a big deal though. I told my friend, like, I slept outside. And they're just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
You just lay down on the grass, you wrap yourself
Yeah, it's kind of the same as prison. It's kind of like you get there and it's not that bad, but your family and they think it's really, really bad, horrible. But when you get there, you're living it because you have to be there. So you have to be, and it's not actually that bad. So it's
Did you like
really
wrap
funny.
yourself up in blanket, or you just like lay down and go to sleep? Like I'm.
Yeah, you just like you're camping.
Yeah.
It's like you're camping, and I have my cat with me. So like he loved it. I mean, no, he doesn't love it. He doesn't love it. I take that back. He doesn't love it. Sometimes he does. He doesn't. Overall, he doesn't like being moved around. Cats don't like being like moved around at all. And he's just gonna be raised like that. And he's so cool. Like he follows me, and I just have to make sure that he knows home is with me. Like there's not a territory that he has yet.
Yeah. So he's just kind of wandering.
Yeah, so he knows his territory is home, is back in my possession, like him with me, and I have to keep making it seem like that, or else he'll run away from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, like right now he's out there exploring.
Right now he's still. Right now he's lost. He's lost and he's nervous. The past 2 days have been really horrible for him because the places we went, they have dogs that don't like him, like piece of shit dog. Like I hate this dog. Like I mean, I'm sorry, I don't hate dogs, but this dog was so annoying. Like.
Just getting all up on the cat?
Yeah, she's supposed to be like a service dog, Penny, and she's ugly and had like bad breath. And she was like kept on going after my cat, like big time going after it, like wanting to kill it. And she like was all like on the ground low with short legs. And this like and big old floppy ears like a Cocker Spaniel, but not cute like a Cocker Spaniel. And with this big vest that said in training service dog. And so I described her so negatively because I really had a negative experience there. Yeah. But anyways, the dog kept going after my cat, and I was nice to the dog at first, and then I started being like, "You're an ugly ass dog," and then like we started fighting anyway because he was one of the people I'm talking about.
Just getting up in your space.
No, he actually picked me up, and I was grateful because he wanted to meet me. He was my friend's connect, and we were getting along. I didn't like him, like wasn't attracted to him yet, but the way he treated me was really nice. But then he started, before he even gave us a chance to like maybe see if I liked him, like he just expected me to hook up with them and have sex with them like in one day, and I'm not gonna do that. Like unless I'll just say it. Unless someone's paying me, like then it'd be different. And I just started doing that like recently in my whole life. I'm 41. I just
doing dates.
Yeah, like sometimes. I never did it before because I wasn't like. It wasn't an easy hustle for me because I wasn't like molested like other people. Like almost every guy I've been with, they've done it before, and lots of girls I know in jail, they've all done it. Like, but it's hard for me because I can't just like feel just block it out and let it. I can't just do that all the time. But anyways, I can do it sometimes when it's.
Depends on the days when you just.
It's like if I really really need money and the guy's not that bad looking. Like he's not like I could imagine myself doing it, then I could do it. And actually, it's sometimes super easy. Like,
yeah.
But if it was super bad, and traumatizing, then I wouldn't be doing it.
You just kind of
it messes with my mind a lot. My mind can't handle it though a lot, like because I get mixed up on if a guy wants to do something with me that's not paying me, like do it again. Then I'm like, wait, you're not my boyfriend. Why would I do it with you when I just met you?
You think it's just kind of playing with, like, what you have in your mind as a traditional relationship and I should be, and then you're kind of crossing that? Yeah, because I want to, for sure, like, go back to that, being that person. This is just something, I definitely don't want to get lost in it and become that. You know what I mean? The last thing I want to do is let that be a reality. I mean, let that be a normal thing. I like having a boyfriend. I don't like being by myself, and I would never do that if I had a boyfriend. But so yeah, I have to like remember that like that's not. I don't know. It's easy. It'd be easy to stop, but I don't want to have sex with like a lot of people. I think that by doing it is immoral. Well, I don't know. I mean, everybody in general, traditionally. I mean, like, I'm not one to judge. I'm just speaking on.
I guess it is. I know, like it's.
I mean, everybody has a choice to live their life.
Culturally, like
right.
Known as that, but it doesn't feel like that when I'm doing it. But it doesn't feel like that when I'm doing drugs either, or crime. So I don't know, like why I don't feel like things that I'm supposed to by society, I guess. Because I just follow the laws of me.
Do you think the drugs maybe play with that a little bit, with the line of what's
I don't know,
quote unquote right or wrong, or moral ethic, whatever?
That's what everyone says, but I don't think it does. But maybe I don't think it does. I don't know. It does. I don't think it does because I still do things. Maybe it does. I don't know. Actually, I really don't know. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm in Virgo. I don't know. I feel like I inherently know what's right and wrong for the world. Like I know if something is wrong or right, what to choose in a situation like who's doing wrong and who's doing right when injustice is being done or oppression. But for me, I don't know. I don't know what's right and wrong for me.
Do you feel like you did? When did you start using any drugs, like hard drugs? Do you think?
Like 18. I started doing coke.
Coke was the first one?
Mm-hmm. And I didn't like it, but I did it all the time.
Were you doing any other, just like...
alcohol. I get really drunk.
Beforehand?
I hated the way I acted when I was drunk. But then I tried clear, and I moved to LA for 2 years. I tried clear, and then I loved it. I fell in love with clear. We didn't call it clear in there. They just call it dope or something. Or Tina. Or crystal. But,
So you started doing the hard stuff about 18 years old? Roughly?
Yeah, I guess it was hard. See, like, I don't even know that it was hard because I just did it to be social and just to have fun. I enjoy doing drugs. Like, I don't see it like that. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's really weird how different I am than what I was supposed to think.
Well, it doesn't necessarily make a person bad. I mean, there's a...
But I can't quit it if I don't feel bad about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't quit. I won't be able to quit it. Let me get my jacket real quick.
Yeah. Oh. So what's the main thing you're using right now?
The most thing I care about is blues.
Blues? You think they got a hold of you?
Yeah, they're the only thing that makes me happy. Like, other than my cat, it's the only thing I care about getting them every day more than clear. I do clear, and I have to have clear. But like I want it, but it's not as bad as I want blues. And I never was addicted to opiate before, so I never knew what it was like to be sick. But I had boyfriends that were super sick. But now I do because of the blues. They make me sick, and if I don't have one, like I was just sick last night, really sick.
What does it feel like with the sickness you get?
It feels like, it's kind of in your mind, but it's not, because then your legs are really uncomfortable. You're like really cold, like chills, and then hot at the same time, and sometimes you get cramps when it gets worse. You can't stop moving your legs. You can't stop moving your legs, like for sure. And you're really depressed. Like you're really depressed, and you really want a blue because once you get a blue, you're instantly better. Uh-huh. Literally instantly better. And last night it sucked because I think that it was something weird about this shot. I did a shot. Sometimes I slam, sometimes I smoke. I mostly want to smoke. But I don't have a bubble because someone stole it. So I have some really good blues. So I'm happy, kind of right now, because it's like if you have blues. If I have blues, then it's not that bad. Like the night's not that bad just because I have blues.
Yeah.
And couldn't believe that I never thought that I would like care about them so much, like ever. I thought it was just for high school people, because like my ex-boyfriend's like son was super addicted to them, and Derek would, and his baby's mom would try to make Ryan like buy heroin or something instead, because like, son, it's way better value for your money, and he just wanted blues.
For the buck on the blues.
Yeah, and all the high schoolers were like partying on blues, and we were just like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't. What
made you try them?
Because Ryan, I tried it with Ryan, and then they're like, "Oh, come on, try him," and then I was like. It's like what I used to do, Percocets and Lortabs when I had, like when I got them from the doctor and I would take a bunch. It was kind of that feeling. That's the feeling that it is. It's a downer, but like a painkiller downer. And then, but the smoking it is different because it has a taste. It tastes like that, the taste you get really addicted to. I'm addicted to the taste.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like popcorn. Everyone says popcorn, but it also tastes like
buttered popcorn or regular popcorn?
Like regular like burnt popcorn.
A little bit of burnt popcorn in there?
Like,
does that butter on it though?
I've added something else. I added like, it tastes like clam chowder mixed with petroleum oil, mixed with rain, mixed with popcorn.
But definitely the popcorn is in there though.
Yeah,
flavor.
It smells like popcorn, but it tastes like, to me it tastes like clam chowder and petroleum oil mixed together. I don't know. And like manna from heaven.
So do you have any plans of trying to get clean from drugs, or is you not really feeling it right now?
I'm not feeling it right now because I don't have any kids and I want kids and I wish I could have a kid and I don't. God's not gonna give me one, I guess. So I'm doing drugs. And if I had a baby, then I would stop doing drugs.
Is that what you feel like would realign you right now?
Drugs are the only thing right now that makes me able to control the anxiety and depression. Like I'll commit suicide if I don't have drugs.